Venice, a city of dreams built on the water by a romantic people. Anchored in the very entrance to the Grand Canal, our steamer seems a mighty monster indeed beside the tiny gondola that comes to take us for a ride. Flanked on every side by ancient palaces of the fallen doges, the Grand Canal, or Canal Grand if you wish to be exacting, is an enchanted fairyland. Tall moorings decorated in myriad colors weave with the lapping of the water, and green moss trims in alabaster the steps of the palaces. Mosaic and tile of brilliant colors abound, and everywhere gondolas splash merrily on their way, carrying businessmen as well as pleasure seekers, for it is the cheapest method of transportation in this fair city and most romantic on earth. We must hurry. We are headed for a rendezvous with a famous artisan. Cavalier Celso Pierre Bakovich has promised us an opportunity to watch the most famous glass master in the world. Often had we heard of the glass master, but until today we had thought of him as a myth. Now the hands that fashion 1,000-lira goblets for the nobility would make a dolphin loving cup while we watched, and we had the Cavalier's promise that we could film the process. The art of glassmaking was brought to the Venetian lagoons by the people who took refuge there at the time of the Hun and Longobardian invasions. They came from the most flourishing towns of the Roman Empire, where the fine arts were in full bloom. A document dated 1090 is the remotest tracings of this famous art. Fostered and protected by the paternal laws of the Republic, it developed and reached its greatest splendor toward the end of the 15th century. Still using the same primitive tools and still maintaining a noble simplicity about their work and lives that creates an impression that the work is easy. To those of us who have never given much thought to the art, glassmaking is glass blowing. And we think of little chickens and pigs we've seen at the county fair and in museums. But here in this tiny room where the glass master works, even the wood must be beech wood, artificially dried, for even the smallest amount of moisture in the wood would cloud the finished glass. And while we've been studying history, the work has been progressing. Watch how closely he concentrates on his work. Each ear of the dolphin must be just so, each eye a perfect ruby, and the dolphin is completed but for a few final touches. A piece of molten glass, a hollow rod, and the master makes a globe that will soon be a beautiful bowl. Additional glass is needed, and the apprentice brings a small portion on the end of another rod. It is added and patted into the required shape. Then more heating, and again the master rolls the end, just so, with his 900-year-old tools. Now the master has blown the molten glass to the required size, and the process of actually forming the bowl itself begins. Scissors and the glass is cut, just as you and I would cut a piece of cake. Every moment or so the glass is heated and a constant temperature maintained, so that at no time will the glass be in danger of losing its brilliant colors later on. And now it must change hands for the last time. A small drop of glass on a heated rod. It is brought to the master, and with his scissors guiding the rod, he makes the new one fast and taps away the old. Round goes the bowl, and now the base is made ready. A little spot of glass. The base is brought over. Here it is. A moment of pressure, and then, presto, we have our loving cup. Simple, isn't it? But when you know that sometimes 6 or 8 such cups have to be made before a perfect one obtained, when you consider the fact that it takes 24 hours to cool and will probably break during that time, then you realize that it isn't so simple after all. This goblet, part of a set of hundreds of pieces and costing some 2 million lira, represents some of the most exquisite work ever accomplished by the hand of man. Nothing conceivable but what the master can reproduce it, but it is the exceptional piece that forever remains a work of art. This ancient goblet, interlaced with glass ribbons, will forever remain a tribute to those artists of the past who passed on their secret art to the glass masters of today.